now. Head down, revs up, gate down, race on.
The sweet sound of bumblebees, my man. Here we go. Somebody making honey right now.
Yes, they are. A couple of KTM sweeping that front turn there. Blake Presty. Best start we've seen out of that rider all week. This he might be able to do something with. The number 4 of Luke Fowler starting out in the number 2 spot. 36, Austin Schaefer crossing that whole shot stripe third. Deacon Dino. Then we see Chase Lawton, Alvin Hillen, and Kalina Humphrey. But wow, already Fowler has established himself as dominant rider as we head into that 10 Commandments section now. And that number 36 is Austin Schaefer moving up into the number 2 spot. That'll drop Blake Presty off to the number 3 position, and still a lot of racing to go here, so this is going to be pretty exciting. But Fowler, wow, he took a Moto 1 win on his KTM Orange Brigade. Dave Kilgore Bakery Brap supply backed ride, and he is putting the hammer down and trying to pick up right where he left off in Moto 1.
He came out of turn 3, wheelied that bike, Rodney, all the way down the short straight. Did not let that bike off. Wheelied it all the way into the Cometic corner and took control of that one early. Looking to make a statement right here, the number 4. But, you know, only half a lap into this thing, man. Lots of time here at the ranch. Lots of things can happen. But right now, very impressive move early by the number 4, Luke Fowler. I believe Presley's still in there in that second place. Austin Schaefer also trying to make a move. These guys tightening up a little bit. The number 70 trying to work his way through some traffic right now as they come back into the mid part of the section around the Polysport Pond. There he comes. Wow, again on the rear wheel. Fowler just over the rear fender, keeping that front end light. Does not want to dig that front end and lose it. Tuck that front end possibly, and man, on the gas is the number 4. Got that Dayglow jersey on today. Going to be able to see him real easy, and leading the way as they come through on lap number 1. It is the number 4 of Luke Fowler, trying to get a gap here, see exactly what the running order is, see what that distance is. So Luke Fowler right now trying to make a break for it, trying to put some distance between him and I believe that was the number 36 of Austin Schaefer. Back into the 10 Commandments. Now goes the number 4 of Fowler, all alone now in that section. All right, Luke Fowler's dad, Dave Kilgore, Nature's Bakery, helping those guys out. Fowler, I've known those guys for a while, and pumped up, excited up here, and all about the kids is Fowler. So looking forward to watching this thing play out right now as the number 4 puts himself in a great position early in this one, working way back around into the front of the course already. Rodney, I know you're trying to get a set back up there, trying to get some signal going on. Going to be a little hard for you and I with our eyesight to look out there across and identify these little digits, but going to do the best we can. Do have our monitor in front of us as far as some sections of the track, but here he comes in that Dayglow gear, sponsored by Dave Kilgore's Nature's Bakery. That number 4 machine, Luke Fowler, after 2, starting to increase that gap just a bit. Hopefully get an ID this time on exactly who that is. And yep, that is the number 36. We were correct, followed by the number 20. So as Fowler comes through and giving chase right now is that number 36 machine. Of course, Austin Schaefer, on that 36 machine. I was like, where is that? That's Austin Schaefer. Good enough. So Fowler and Schaefer, they are followed by the number 20. So just about 3.5 seconds for Fowler that time around. Looks like we're going to have a bit of a battle right now. That number 20 machine trying to tighten things up, put himself in the mix, this lead pack. Top three trying to make a break, going to try to get away from the rest of this pack. Not going to be so easy. Tyler Mullet there not going to have a easy go of it. Got a battle in front of him. He's trying to get away from those riders behind him. So Tyler Mullet in that third position, really trying to get up there and get on that rear fender, see if he can make some passes happen.
Oh.
Hey, folks, we have got some great news. Calm down, Axel. We have got Axel up here in the announcer's tower, our black Chihuahua. These fine folks had just woke up this morning. Did you guys find him running around last night? Did he come to your camp? Was he shaking? The fireworks scare him a little bit?
They sure did.
Well, I know one thing. His owner is going to be ecstatic. So if we could get Axel's owner up here, we're going to let these guys hang out because he's comfortable with you guys right now. You guys hang up until we can find the owner, and they are going to be extremely happy. So Axel's owners, we have Axel up here in the tower right now. Some fine folks looked out for him last night, kept him warm and kept him fed, I'm sure. And he is ready to see you guys. So Axel is safe. Axel's up here in the announcer's tower, and he's waiting on you guys. Well, hey, we want to thank Kyle and for taking the time to get Axel squared away. Kyle and Katie for getting Axel squared away. Katie's going to hang out with Axel up here right now, so he's safe and secure. Kyle's going to get back to work over there at FMF, but we do have Axel up here in the tower waiting on our owners. Right now, Luke Fowler about 5 seconds over top of Austin Schaefer. Tyler Mullet in that third position. Blake Presty in the number 4 ride. Deacon Dino in the 5th spot. Alvin Hillen in the 6th position. Kalana Humphrey rides in 7th. Colt Golembeski in the 8th position. Austin Parker in 9th. Logan Mortberg in the number 10 position. Wyatt Bass is in 11th. Cole Timbo in the number 12 position. 13, Nathan Hummel on the Cobra. Dannon Reed in the 14th position, and William McCord not having such a great run here right now. No, he's looking to do a little better. Was 3rd in that first moto. William McCord, or 2nd in the first moto. Yeah, William was 2nd in that first moto, so running 15th right now. He needs to turn it up just a little bit and go to work, running faster than the riders in front of him, so has a good lap time going on. About 7 minutes into this one, all kinds of time left. 12.5 minutes. Again, looking for Axel's owners. You guys were up here just a little bit ago and looking for your black Chihuahua. He is up here. He is safe with us. He's hanging out, watching the monitor, chilling, enjoying some racing with us, and can't wait to see you guys. So Axel is safe and sound in the announcer's tower right now. Coming up after 65cc 10 to 11, got our 250cc Pro Sport. Looking forward to that one. 250cc Pro Sport. Those guys are down on the starting line right now. And after 250cc Pro Sport, we're going to move into race number 1 of our third moto. So we're going to start handing out hardware at about 10:30. That race starts at 10 o'clock. That's our Vet 30 Plus. Vet 30 Plus. That'll be the first race of our third motos, and then it'll be time to start handing out some hardware. So coming up at 10 o'clock, that will happen. Luke Fowler still out front, about 5.4 seconds. Tyler Mullet, 1.83 behind him. Blake Presley, another 3 seconds back. And Alvin Hillen rounding out the top 5, 5.3 seconds behind him. All right, a little better than halfway through this one. The gap this time around just about 7 seconds, increase about a second and a half. 2:16.2 for Fowler, 2:17.8 for Austin Schaefer. Tyler Mullet turning a 2:16.8, so he's about a second quicker than Schaefer, about 7 seconds back, though about 1 second back. So he's really making some progress and going to make a challenge now. We've been watching that number 20 machine for quite some time, so Tyler Mullet trying to put a move on Austin Schaefer and take that silver medal position right now. Lap number 5. This one, of course, is a 20-minute moto. Right now, exactly halfway in this one. Exactly halfway.
Man, Fowler has just been laying down the law out there. I mean, not want to take anything away from these other 65cc riders, but talk about consistency of this young man right now. He has certainly got that laid down. There's no doubt about it. Coming in out of Midland, PA, as you pointed out several times, of course, a 1-1 scenario is what he's looking at. Austin Schaefer, the number 36 machine, a solid ride by this rider as well. And looking at his first moto scores, he's backing it up with another strong ride. He finished 4th in Moto 1 and a 2nd at the moment, certainly boding well as far as moving him up in the overall championship point race. The number 20 machine of Tyler Mullet we see out there, he finished 6th in Moto 1. So talking about really rebounding for him, he's making some big waves. Blake Presley, whom we've seen, man, that kid, I don't know, the potential he has and what he's capable of, just hasn't come to fruition this week, and that's unfortunate because we know that he's got so much talent, and not taking anything away from the kid by no stretch of the imagination, but just little things happen, and they just seem to compound as he finished 13th in Moto number 1, but starting out with a whole shot, if I'm not mistaken, here in this second moto. He's running in a 4th place position. This is kind of a redemption moto for the number 70.
That's exactly what it is for the number 70 machine. Presley up there making it happen. On the opposite end of the spectrum, our first moto second place rider, William McCord, really struggling right now, has brought himself from, I believe, outside the top 15. We're watching him go up about 1 spot at a time. Now, he's 3 to 4 seconds faster than the next group of riders ahead of him, but are they 4 wide across the track? Are they in the race? Will he be able to pick his way through them efficiently? But he's a lot faster, but kind of a heartbreaker for William McCord, second in that first moto, working his way into the top 10 right now.
Doing the math now, I remember William had not so strong a start in Moto number 1. He actually had to work his way up through the pack to get into position for that second place in that first moto. And looking at the way he's rolling right now, he is rolling with a head full of steam. A 2:17 now, a 2:16.4, moving up to a 9th place position, working on the 8th place ride of the 49 of Austin Parker. That one going down in front of the billboard right now. We should be seeing McCure, if he can find that line, make the pass. If lap times are any indication, the one thing that he's going to do is run out of time to catch that top 5 pack, because when you start looking at it, he is running 5 to 6 seconds a lap faster than a handful. Well, most of the people in front of him up to about 6th place position right now. But the problem with that is He's 11, almost 12 seconds out of the 7th place position once he gets into 8th. And once he gets in the 7th, if he can make 7th, he's another 8 seconds back behind that. So 11, 20 seconds before he can get to the 6th place position. So almost 30 seconds to the top 5. If he can make up that gap in the 5 minutes left in this motor, that is going to be amazing. I'm not going to lie to you. Well, he is amazing regardless. Yep. But to be able to do that, it's going to be a miracle. It would take a miracle for him to be able to do that. But he's pushing, and he's doing the best that he can. He's going to finish as strong as he can. He's going to take that 2 from Moto number 1, add it to whatever the best thing he can get here, which I'm thinking might be a 7th or 6th place position if he can hold the pace that we got going on right now. Not necessarily in a championship contention, but hey, this is Loretta's. Anything can happen.
Yeah, anything can. And, you know, the gaps are you know, the issue, but the speed is a statement. Bottom line is everybody sees how fast William McCord is going. Everybody sees him working his way through. So you're right. Even though we're 4 to 5 seconds quicker, some of those gaps are 8, 11. He's got 30 seconds worth of time to make up there over the next 3 spots. And again, we need Axel's owners up here to the tower. Axel's waiting on you guys, just chilling out, watching some races with us. Just chilling with KD here. She found him last night, and KD got to spend the night with them. I'm sorry, he got to spend the night with KD, just chilling out. Axel did, and looks like he was well taken care of. So we have Axel the Chihuahua up here in the tower. If you guys can come and claim him, please.
Schaefer under pressure now from Tyler Mollett for second. There was only 0.4 of a second made up on that last lap. They've been running less than a second apart for the last couple of laps, last few laps, and all of a sudden Mollett finding a little bit of an edge and inching up just a little bit closer. 0.4 of a second faster, 0.4 behind. These guys in theory should be side by side when they come around for the conclusion of lap number 8 here in just a few moments. And I believe we got the 2 lap board coming out when our leaders show up. And there is that battle that we're watching. Tyler Mollett, the number 20, the number 36 of Austin Schaefer on screen right now.
That battle rate is on. White flag about to be out, Rodney. I believe the white flag actually is out right now. Fowler on his way through again. Looks like he's making his way back. There he comes right now, that number 4 machine with that Day Glow jersey, making his way up and over the Rocky Mountain. So back into the middle, the heart of the ranch. Up and over, as Weege calls it, the cake slice. I said, we're not really sure if that thing's a fall away, a step down, a wedge. And you know, Weege said, well, looks like a slice of cake. So that is the cake slice. It's like a little devil's food out there, maybe double chocolate. I don't know, Betty Crocker.
I like that.
I don't get it.
Devil's food, because that's a devil's jump, man. I tell you, you can make you or break you. There's no doubt about it. It's got everything from a tabletop to a camelback tabletop to a step down, fade away, ski. Exactly. I like that. We'll call it the Kawasaki cake jump.
Absolutely. Again, I know you guys are out looking, may not be in speaker range, but we have Axel up here. We haven't found, KD has found Axel the Chihuahua. And like I said, he's just chilling up here, him and KD hanging out with us. So I know you guys want to get him rounded up. Know he'd like to get back to familiar surroundings, but like I said, he's in good hands right now. He's just chilling. So Axel the Chihuahua, he is at the announcer's tower. Well, this one coming to an end. Fowler now the last time into the Cometic corner has taken the white flag, making his way through the 10 Commandments for the last time. All right, Axel on his way to FMF right now. Axel is headed to the FMF trailer. Man, we're finding all kinds of stuff today. We need Ethan Sanders. Ethan Sanders, you are needed at the announcer's tower as well. Ethan Sanders. We need Donald James Miller at the announcer's tower. Donald James Miller, we have something of yours as well. And Axel the Chihuahua is headed to the FMF trailer, so you can pick him up there. And please let us know when you do so we can quit announcing for him and we know that he is at home. But right now he's in great hands with KD, and he's headed back to the support rig where he's getting lots of support. All right, Luke Fowler around the Polysport pond right now. 1-1 for Luke Fowler. Going to make his way down to the podium with Rodney Tomlin here in a moment. Going Pro Sport Racing next. The A-team shows up. Vet Plus 50 announcers getting ready to step out for a second here. The Golden Masters is, I prefer to call myself the Golden Master. Thank you. And Vet 50 Plus just sounds so, well, just so vet. So Golden Masters going to step aside for Pro Sport Jason Wygant. And sleepyhead Kevin Kelly may or may not make it for this one.
I just want to make sure I was ready when we got into the third set of motos. I didn't realize the third moto was going to be one of the biggest classes of the week.
Right.
Yeah.
How about it, dude?
Starting it off.
Yeah.
Starting strong. And a couple things we took care of on the podium. We had to get our champagne ready. And also, Oakley has a gift certificate. Each champion is going to get a certificate for Oakley sunglasses, but they are female Oakley sunglasses only. It's for your girlfriend or your wife or your mom.
Very
Not
cool.
for the champ, unless in the women's class,
now,
I suppose I would actually, yes.
Are the women's class going to get a certificate for the
dad.
tech, the boyfriend, the dad?
That's a good point.
Yeah.
I believe it's female across the board.
I
So
don't want to go that
congratulations,
way,
girls
but,
class, women's class. I mean, it's only fair to ask.
Yeah.
So the real goal is to give it to mom in the amateur divisions. That's awesome, Oakley hooking it up. So we do have gift certificates down there. You win your national championship, we'll give you the certificate. You can go right to the Oakley display on Vendors Row and pick out some female sunglasses. That's a pretty cool haul for winning a title.
That absolutely is. And I got to tell you, props to Oakley. They've been doing this kind of thing a long time. You know, they've looked out for everybody down here at one time or another. And they continue to do so. And they come up with different ways to keep it cool, keep it exciting.
So that's an awesome little bonus. So we got #1 plates and trophies and champagne and moto medals, sunglasses. So much happens when you win a title down here at Loretta's. We'll find out who gets that one. But first, let's send it down to Rodney with Luke Fowler.
All righty, thanks a lot, Jason. Down here with Luke Fowler, Moto 2 medal, gold medal winner and Moto winner. And congratulations to you, Luke. Another great one. Had a little bit of a battle there in the beginning, but after you got past that, pretty much your race.
Yeah, I got a second place star, just passed Blake and just went on, tried not to let anybody else pass me.
Got you set up pretty good for this national championship. How's that making you feel?
Really good.
Well, who do you want to say thanks to for getting you in this spot?
My mom, my dad, KTM Orange Brigade, and Cernix, Brap, 60, Answer, Scott, PR2, Lynx, Dunlop for getting me to good starts, Dave Kilgore, and Hope and Nate.
There you go, Dave Kilgore's Nature Bakery, right? And that's Luke Fowler taking that gold here and setting himself up for a national championship in this 65cc class as we go next to our second place and silver medal winner now. I believe it's going to be Tyler Mollett. Of course, we're going to wait till these guys head out on their specialized sight lap, and then we'll get Tyler on up here in our second place position. He's a fast house kid. All right, come on around here, Tyler. We're letting them all go because I want to hear this. I think Tyler's got a fan club up here. Ladies and gentlemen, taking Moto 2 silver, Tyler Mollett. I knew you had a fan club, Tyler. Congratulations to you. Look at that smile, man. That's got to make you feel pretty good. A great ride. Get this kind of reception. Great day, huh?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Tell me about that moto.
It was good. You know, the track, when it's not so rough, I tend to do a little bit better. But so I just knew I had to get a good start and just ride my own race and come out at the end.
You made it happen, buddy. Who do you want to say thanks to?
My mom, my dad, my trainer, Kylie Fosnat, Bell helmets, 100%, bulletproof, Dunlop. That's it.
All righty, that's all we need. Tyler Mollett, ladies and gentlemen, taking home the silver here in Moto number 2. And some heck of great battles going on for that bronze. And third place position as well. I believe that one going to go to Austin Schaefer. Did you hang on to that one, buddy? How about it? Austin Schaefer grabbing that third place position. And wow, what a whale of a battle you had going on back there. Third place those last couple of laps. That got to be pretty interesting back there. Take us through it.
Yeah, I got like a fifth place start, made moves on the first lap, was second, so like 2 laps to go, and then got hung up behind a lapper, and Tyler got around me.
So here you are into that number 3 spot. You got to be pretty satisfied with that, right?
Yeah.
Good, man. Third place Moto number 2. You got some bronze, and who do you want to say thanks to for that?
My mom, my dad, Seven, Power Band, Watch Perfection, South of the Border, Matt Bishoya, Brandon, ICW, and 100%.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Austin Schaefer taking home the bronze here in Moto 2. And our whole shot award going to the number 80 of Blake Presty. Finally getting a start out there and putting together a great moto as well. How about it? Blake Presty, ladies and gentlemen. Bell Moto whole shot award. Come on over here. Stand right here. The center of the box, man. Good job. How'd you make that happen?
I just got a good jump and held it wide open all the way to the first turn.
So what did that feel like, get that kind of start, man? It gave you a little better opportunity. It looks like you've been coming from behind all week.
Yeah, it felt awesome to run up front.
Good job, man. Who do you want to say thanks to?
Mom, my dad, Lynx, Chris Whitcraft, Levi Kilbarger, Spy, O'Neill, DT1 Air Filters, Mika Metals.
All righty, a couple of my good buddies, Chris Whitcraft and Levi Kilbarger. How about it? Blake Presty, ladies and gentlemen, taking the Bell helmet.